Brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We are starting off today here in a 49-person free-for-all battle as we do try and establish ourselves in this nice centralized Russian spot. We'll see how that kind of works out for us as the net is kind of closing in around us. But so far so good, especially with that one person leaving. I feel a lot more comfortable. We're going to start off with our more conservative opening. I do want to have a little bit more troops than land, at least to start with. We'll see how things kind of roll, especially with Nape. If Nape turns out to be a little bit of a weaker player, we might expand a little bit faster, but so far he's kind of middle of the road, might be able to expand a little bit faster, but he is kind of slowing down his troops in order to get land. So after this one, I feel pretty comfortable in moving up just a smidge to try and grab a little bit more land. And as we do, oh my gosh, I have a recommendation for you guys. If you have not checked out Netflix's new show, Cyberpunk Edgerunner, it is so good. Oh my gosh, I literally binged like 6 episodes just now. The only reason I stopped was to record this episode. It is fantastic. It is what everyone wanted the game to be. I highly recommend it. If you have not seen it, please do check it out. Anyways, we'll go ahead and focus a little bit more on the game. Just go ahead and try and take out some people. Nape is the crown, so he is growing rather aggressively, but he doesn't have nearly as many troops as us. So I feel pretty confident so far in our game plan. I do want to get this guy up. Oh, cut off this guy over here so he can expand into our land. So let's just go ahead and make sure that that happens, and we'll go ahead and push out a little bit more. That bot is as good as it's going to get. We'll go ahead and push into him. As we do have the crown, we do have a good amount of troops. This is really good. We'll go ahead and push into this one as well. And so far so good, as we do manage to get a lot of land right off the bat. And we'll go ahead and start the truces, see how things go from here. Nape actually ended up pretty strong. He does give us the truce. Maybe we can convince him to go in on Iran really quickly. What do you think about that? That'd be pretty cool, huh? Don't you think? As there's not a lot of weak players around, we'll give this guy a truce. Yep, he's in. We're going in. Let's do this together. As he's down to 58,000 troops, so we'll go ahead and be a little bit conservative, but now I think is our time to push, especially because this player over here is a little bit distracted. Let's go ahead and reload this attack just to make sure we get most of the peninsula. As we do, that is wonderful for us, and we are very much stronger than we were a few minutes ago, so that worked out much to our favor. Now we do have to be very concerned with the players around us and what's going to kind of happen next. We'll give this guy Wallow, no, hearts, brother, hearts. I think he's a little bit upset that I cut him off over here. Well, it's not like I was going to give him the land. He does give us a heart back, so maybe he's a bro. He wants me to attack. Nape wants me to attack Wallow. I'm much more contented to build up my troops for right now. Let's, in fact, distract ourselves, grabbing some islands really quickly. As, you know, they don't really do much, but they sure do make the map look prettier in this beautiful green color we have, so let's go ahead and grab it. Nape's going in on Wallow. I don't really want to go in on Wallow. I don't have borders with him almost at all, and Nape would get most of it. If I got full sent trying to go in on this, that'd be bad news for me. So I'm much more content to keep building up my troops. As player 9 wants me to go in on Nape, that honestly sounds like more of a good one for us, but I'm kind of hoping Wallow will full send a little bit, just to give us a little bit of opportunity to grab some more lands, weakening up Nape. That would kind of wrap up 2 players at once while we get to build up our troops. So I'm going to give this guy a broken heart. There's not a lot I can do here, in all honesty. I could attack Nape, but I'm not that much stronger, and player 441 would probably gang up on me. So I just kind of have to let this one go for the time being and kind of hope things work out to my favor. This guy, I'm going to give you a thumbs up. I definitely want to attack Nape, but I just don't want to do it alone. I'm kind of hoping to see what Wallow's going to do, as he's a little bit... Okay, so he's going down there. So I've lost my one potential ally in attacking Nape, so unfortunately for us, things are not quite working out. I am, in fact, going to attack Nape right now, just to kind of backstab him a little bit. I'm not too concerned with him full sending me, as he doesn't have that many troops compared to us. We have about 4 times. There's a full send, didn't do much. So we're able to save Wallow. Hopefully he remembers that. We will give a truce to this guy, even though he's probably our next logical target. I could attack Wallow. Wallow is probably good for us to get. As who's telling me to? Player 9 wants me to go in over there. That could work out. You know what? I think, unfortunately, I have to take out Wallow. Yeah, I just want to consolidate my borders a little bit. I don't really want to push into this guy while Wallow's still on the board. So I'm going to give him a broken heart. Sorry, brother. I had to do it. Had to take you out. He did, I think, full send me, but it didn't do too much just based off the amount of troops we've been able to accumulate so far in this game. So continuing our path, we'll just keep grabbing islands to make ourselves feel better and take out this little bot over here that's kind of been sitting around. So now we're sitting at about 5 million troops. We do have truces with everyone around us. I think it is time to take out this guy next, as he's very strong. So we'll continue down this path. I am once again a little bit concerned about strengthening player 9. I'm not sure his full intentions, but I will give him a heart since he gave me a heart back. People have been using that against me. Oh my goodness, this guy full sent somebody else. So we got all of this land. He full sent player 9. Huge news for us, as we're going to get a lot of this land, and we do weaken up a player 9, so he's going to be kind of on our side, being forced to be on our side, as now we can go into Chaco over here and start knocking him down, as we do have a pretty good troop advantage on him. Now it doesn't look like we're getting a ton of land. That's just because we have such a wide border with him. As soon as this starts to enclose, things will start working out to our favor, as we do have the crown by a wide margin, so we don't necessarily need to be super concerned. Player, this guy down here, I do want to get a truce with. Oh, he's actually getting attacked. How unfortunate for him. I'm going to let him try and fight off that battle by himself. Chaco does full send. Did we get a truce with this guy? No, he did not accept it. That's a little bit concerning, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Fortunately for us, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not sure who that is. Fortunately for us, he is going to have to boat into us, which we can repel a little bit easier. So we'll just go ahead and grab these islands over here just to get a little bit of a kind of warning system in play. And now let's go after player 441 before this guy gets an opportunity to really come after us. So he's actually going down south into... Interesting. Okay, so he's trying to take over most of Africa. So I think we want to be competitive in that. So let's just continue to build off of our success that we've had so far. Just making sure to build up our troops. I am going to give this guy a truce. I do want to make sure to take out this player right below us, this guy. So, but more than anything, I want to position myself to be in a position to take more of the land, since he is kind of whapping people down, just to kind of slow him down. I think I'm going to go into him right now after this. So let's go ahead and grab the rest of this purple player over here, and we can kind of, let's grab the United Kingdom to kind of once again protect ourselves from boats, so that if he wants to boat into us, we'll have kind of an early warning system. How many troops does he have? Less than us. Time to go. Let's go into this guy. Let's give you a truce. See if you're interested, as we'll push into this player in Africa. He does give us the truce. That's really good news for us. As we continue to knock down this player 645, Starving People has betrayed us. That is a little bit unfortunate. So we'll just continue to keep knocking down this guy for the time being. And actually, let's just take out Starving People right now. We'll grab a lot of land out of this. Won't be too concerning for us, as we do have another ally over here. So let's just grab all of this land, as we still once again have a lot more land than 645. And we're getting a lot more land out of this. So we take out an enemy, and we'll go ahead and see if Ohio wants a truce, as we try and take out the rest of this player. He is down to about 7 million troops, so that's pretty good for us. I do want to continue to build up my troops a little bit, but let's go ahead and start taking down this guy. I want to keep an eye out up here for boats. That's my only real concern right now, as we do have a lot of troops. We have about a 74,000 troop advantage. I could take out this guy really quickly. Interesting. Let's go ahead and take him out really quickly, since he is attacking our boy, and grab a lot of land out of it. That works out to our favor, as now we move up pretty high in our troop advantage. So let's go ahead and continue our assault on this brown player down below us, trying to take him out rather fast, because I don't want the rest of the world to have the opportunity to build up, or for another superpower to arise in the west. So far so good. Nothing's really dramatic. These guys are all kind of slowing each other down. I think this guy, the brown player, is over here. So we're taking him out of Africa. And in fact, let's go ahead and boat into Australia just to take out another power base of his. And we'll go down here, and we'll just continue our attack. He left. Both players left. Huge for us, as we get all of this land. So that's really basically securing our victory, as no one's going to be really able to stop us from here. Chaco, you can be my friend. I'll give you a piece. You can exist in these islands. I have no problem with that. I did kind of take you out early. We'll be besties. You can island hop. I have no problem with that. As now we can kind of push into South America, really start to wrap things up here. We'll be patient in this. Actually, you know what? We've got so many troops. Let's go ahead into Ohio as well. Just kind of taking out both players at the same time. We'll grab all of these islands over here as we wait, beginning the boat phase. And so far, so good in this world map. Now, Ohio is getting rather big. I say rather big. Big as comparison to second place, but not too big for us to be able to handle. So we'll just go ahead and go into him. Among Us is actually the same amount of strength, but again, we have about 40 million troops to his 8 and 6, respectively. So let's go ahead and keep pushing into Ohio, just kind of knocking him down, making sure that we don't get knocked off of Greenland. And let's make sure not to get kicked off here. That's what we needed. Okay, so let's give a big attack into Among Us, take him out rather quickly. He does full send us, but it doesn't do too much. And now we can just focus in on taking out the rest of Ohio. And finishing up Among Us down here, grab these little islands. Chaco has broken the truce. Well, I'm not going to spend all my time going after him. I'm definitely just going to take these bigger islands and then look for the peace. So we'll take out Ohio here and finish things up. So GG's to all involved. This worked out pretty well. You know, Ohio, you're giving the please sign. I'll let you have this island over here, no problem. So we'll just look for the peace here as soon as we take out. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Oh my gosh, my boats are coming up from up there. That's ridiculous. So, you know what? We'll just go ahead and peace out here. GG's to all involved, and on to the next one. All right, next map up is going to be the snow map. So we put down our flag nice and early. Now there are only 19 players in this, so it will be a nice second game. I say nice as I'm kind of hoping it won't be a drawn out slog fest, but you know, with 19 players in here, everyone's going to get big. Everyone's going to kind of be a threat. So let's move away from players. We don't necessarily need to be on top of everyone if we don't need to. And we'll go with a little bit more of an expansive opening in the beginning, just to kind of try and grab a little bit more land, as we don't have anybody around us. Our closest person is this black player to the northeast. We'll have to kind of see how he plays it and how much of a threat he's going to be. But we are on a pretty good expansion path. We do have a lot of land around us that we can take advantage of. So I feel pretty confident with going in this strategy. We'll see how it plays out, as we're almost near our infinite growth phase, as the next one will probably get us there. In fact, let's go right now and try and push through that to get to that land to the southwest, or southeast, excuse me. Try and grab all of that free land over there. We do get an early crown. Let's continue to keep going, grabbing as much land as we possibly can. You'll notice I did also decrease the sends just a little bit. Want to maintain a little bit more troops just so we can push into the bot phase a little bit more aggressively, as we do have a large number of troops. We do have about 30,000 when all is said and it's done. So now let's start pushing into some bots. And let's try and start pushing out to the east. I don't really want to get the bots behind us. In this kind of a game, the strategy you want to employ is to push out towards your enemies, make them siphon off the land that they can get, and keep the bots behind you as many as possible so that you can trap them in and come back to them later. Now that black player is potentially trying to cut us up north, so I am going to be a little bit more aggressive in pushing up north than I would like to be, just to make sure that we do not get cut off, as there doesn't seem to be another player up north, at least for the time being. So we are going to be very aggressive in getting up north. Now the black player is pushing out to the east, so that's really good for us, as we have free reign over the north. Among Us is incredibly weak. I think he's doing some kind of full send challenge. I do apologize for my NVIDIA giving a little bit of an update notice. Thank you so much for doing that right in the middle of my recording. But Soviet Union is very weak, so we'll go ahead and take him out. No shame in taking out a player early. As we continue to keep pushing up north, Among Us is rather weak, but look at that purple player up there. He's rather weak as well, and he's got a ton of land. And I could take him out without having to push into the center, so I don't really want to take out Among Us as much, as the seller actually attacked us first. So we're going to go ahead and be very aggressive in attacking him, as we have quite the heavy amount of troops. So I don't feel like anyone can really counter us at this stage this early. I feel like people are going to be a little bit scared of us, as we do have an overwhelming advantage right now. 140,000 pixels. The second strongest person is that black player with about 90,000. So we're able to take him out rather quickly, and we do have a truce with the black player, so that worked out really well for us. Clean up that little mess right there and there. And now we just need to sit back, wait, and build up troops. Papu is giving us a truce up there. I'm actually going to take that, as we do share borders with 3 players. We do have a truce with 2 of the 3, so I feel a lot more confident in our ability to build up troops. The only thing we need to be worried about right now is getting ganged up on. So we definitely don't want to push out too early. We have the time to build up, so that's what we're going to do. Although this black player is going down into Australian Painter, so we're going to go take him out rather quickly. And now, he was the one attacking me. Okay, so now we just need to save up and build up our troops. I'm not sure how many troops we're going to have at the end of this, but it is going to be a hefty advantage. We're sitting at 180,000 pixels. Holy, the black player, I'm not going to say his name. He's got about 99,000 pixels, so we have a very strong advantage over him, and we do share borders with only 3 people, and we have truces with 2 of them. So we're in a great position to just be patient here, see how much troops we can get, and then start going into the world. Now my plan here is to take out the Swedish Empire. I'd rather keep Papu as kind of an ally, as I don't really want to push into communism. He looks like he's going to be a rather strong foe. I could take out the black player right now, but honestly, with how weak these players are below us, I feel like grabbing a lot more land will play to our advantage. I don't really feel like everyone else in the world doesn't seem like they're going to snowball, as they are kind of all at the same level of troops. No one's going to be able to really take us out. The black player is going into the Swedish Empire, so we're going to take him out, see how quickly we can do it. We did reach that red interest, so now is the time to do it. And then we'll push into iOS user 847. As the black player would give us the heart, we'll give him the heart back. He's been a bro, as we will start to push into this player over here. Communism is taking out the Galactic Empire, so but overall our strength is still stronger than the next 2 players, so that is working out for us in our advantage. Let's go ahead and take off this red player so he doesn't have the room to take us out, as communism did full send. So let's take out Papu. We need to get around the corner into communism around the black player just to make sure that we have some advantage, as he did kind of slow down a little bit. I'm not sure if he just ran out of troops, but fortunately for us, our boat is going to get over there into this red player to maximize our advantage so that the black player will never get more pixels than us. And we'll take out this red player, as he is taking him out as well, but does leave us a little bit of a path to the last player. Okay, so he's being a real bro right now, letting us have the last guy. So we'll go ahead and take him out and get around the corner. He's giving us a heart. You were a heart. We're bros. We've been bros from the beginning. We'll be bros at the end. We'll finish things off here, take out this last player, and then we'll peace out from here. So great game to my buddy. We did a great job. Give you the thumbs up. We did it. Give a little kissy face and look for the peace. And as we do, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far in the video. If you haven't made it this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put out videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.